Yours too, Evan. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Stefanina sponsors our segment with Ellen Prinzi, founder of Olio City. We'll get to her in a second. The restaurant feature with her is sponsored by Stefanina's Restaurant. 6 area locations in St. Charles and Chesterfield. For locations and a full menu and great pizza, go to stefspizza.com. Also, catering, stefspizza.com. Good morning, Ellen Prinzi.
Hi guys, how are you?
I know you were up late last night, bad-mouthing me on social media, telling me to go to bed.
You were ranting close to midnight. I'm like, go to bed.
Put your phone down and go to bed, Millhaven. All right, Olio City is an app that you can download from all of your smartphones. It is the world's single greatest app because it is... Russian bots are not advertising or not writing reviews on restaurants they want to badmouth.
Correct.
Right? This is just real people writing real reviews.
Locals.
About great restaurants in the area. Olio City. Download it. All right, what do you have for us today?
Big weekend. Blues are back. I'm sure you've talked about that ad nauseum.
Blues start tomorrow.
Thursday, and then play the Blackhawks on Saturday. Are you going to any games?
I will not. Well, maybe.
So if you're downtown,
Yes.
there's the Crab Festival at Broadway Oyster Bar.
Ooh.
So Broadway Oyster Bar is always a great time.
Yes.
But crab is one of my favorite seafood dishes. So that's definitely going to be a good time to hit.
Are these the big crabs or the small crabs?
I'm sure it's all types.
Okay, all right.
But
Like crawdads. Is that the same thing?
no, crabs.
Crabs.
Like crabs.
Crab is crab.
All right. I'm allergic to shellfish, so I don't.
Just kidding. You shouldn't go.
Well, like,
Not a great weekend.
I've seen the crawdads, right? In like the
crawfish.
Crawfish.
Is that what you're thinking
in
of?
the big
Okay.
boiled pot where you
Yes.
put it on the table and
This
you eat
is
it?
crabs.
Crabs,
Yeah.
okay.
You wouldn't. I'm like, how does he not know what a crab is? But he's allergic, so
He
he gets a
doesn't eat
pass.
it.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
And then it's the Best of Missouri Market at the Botanical Garden.
Ah, yes.
So
Nice.
all Missouri makers all weekend long, live music. There's lots to do for kids. So I think the weather's going to be,
It's gonna be
very
pretty good.
pleasant.
Yeah.
So that would be a perfect.
Also, right across the street is the Tower Grove Art Fair, so you can go to the Taste of Missouri at the Garden and then go enjoy the Tower Grove Art Fair.
Just local it up.
Yeah.
All Saturday
Yeah.
and Sunday.
It's a good day for the old neighborhood.
And then something I'm very excited about, new restaurant opening, which we haven't had just a lot this season, but Yellowbelly opened quietly 2 weeks ago. Are you guys familiar with Retreat Gastropub?
Is this the one you talked about last week?
You talked about last week.
No, I didn't talk about it. I teased it.
Oh, you teased it,
Do
okay.
you know how much they talked about what a gastropub is or
Afterwards?
isn't? Yes.
No. I texted him.
Yeah.
I looked up the definition and I was like, I was right. Here you go.
No, you weren't right, but that's beside the point.
It's from Wikipedia.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
We are off
I'm
track.
sorry. I was wrong.
Oh, you're learning.
Yes. Well, yes. 51 years old, I've learned. Yes. Just shut up and let the women talk.
Retreat Gastropub is a cozy pub in the Central West End. Always been one of my favorites.
Okay.
And the owner, this is their second location or their second concept, and it's a seafood concept.
All right.
It's specifically islands, but don't think islands like necessary Hawaiian or the Caribbean. It's also, it could be Iceland. So there's a seasonal fish. You're not going to go in December.
Right.
You're going to get, fresh cod from, Alaska or something.
Right.
But was in last night, and when you walk in, it's a restaurant that could be out of Los Angeles or New York. It is decorated just absolutely amazing with lots of blues and greens. Really slick space, but that's just the beginning. Let me get to the food. So the menu is split up between snacks, plates, platters, sides, and desserts. So the snacks and plates are smaller dishes, but whenever you think of a snack, you think you're going to get 3 bites of something. Their snacks are still pretty hearty. We had the crab fritters and this ahi tuna tostada. If you go there and you don't get that, I'll come after you because it is absolutely amazing. And then moving through the menu, we had this avocado toast with salmon, pico de gallo, and then a mango yolk. It
was really a mango, right?
It looks just like an egg yolk. And you're like, what is that? But it's like a mango puree. This dish is to die for. We posted it on our Instagram, and I had literally 10 people comment about how either they'd been there and loved it, or we're dying to go. So there's definitely, this is something you want to check
St.
out.
Louis is kind of lacking in
Seafood.
good seafood restaurants.
So I was actually in yesterday and talked to Travis Howard, who's the proprietor of and the owner of both Retreat and this. And I mean, there's not a lot. Whenever you think of let's go for great seafood, a lot of restaurants have great seafood dishes, but this is fresh, daily, chef driven. Oh, I can't not add that Richard Blaze, who's Food Network
Top chef?
Yes, Food Network star. He's the executive chef behind the menu.
Oh.
So, this is some big
This is a real deal.
I think
chef
he won
star
Top
power.
Chef.
Is he from St.
Bravo.
Louis?
He won. Wasn't he like a higher, didn't he finish pretty high up?
Yeah, he finished
Kind of
high
like
up then.
Jennifer Hudson. He should have won, but he didn't. Is he from St. Louis?
No, he's not.
Okay, but they have invoked him. They've gotten him to be
So
the guy behind
it's a
this.
really funny story. I think Travis reached out just on a whim saying, I'm thinking of this concept, would love your opinion. And like 2 hours later, it was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, he wrote me back and he was really interested. And so long story short, 2 weeks ago they opened and he's got a very active role. It's not just his name on the restaurant. He's actively contributing to these dishes.
Yellowbelly's the name of the place.
It's on Lindell and Euclid.
Lindell and Euclid in the Central West End. And then where was the Retreat Gastropub?
So it is on Sarah. It's near the Cortex District.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's just so cozy. It feels like you're in both of these restaurants. You don't feel like you're in St. Louis.
I agree. I've been to Retreat.
And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, the cocktail program. There's so much to talk about with Yellowbelly and Retreat.
I'm seeing a theme here, but that's beside the point.
You guys, so usually you think of tiki drinks and they're super sweet and you have one and you're like, okay, I can't have another one. These are, tiki style drinks, but they're not overly sweet. We had their signature Yellowbelly cocktail, which is, everybody loves a pina colada, but they're so heavy and you're just like, oh
Yes.
my gosh, there's so many calories.
Right.
Their Yellowbelly is like a pina colada, but it's lighter. It's got some turmeric, the coconut, the pineapple. I mean, I could have had a couple and not been like sick to my stomach. Something else that
Girl.
really caught my attention that I loved was the snap pea daiquiri. I know it sounds a little interesting, but it's not sweet, but sweet enough, and just an amazing drink menu overall.
Yellowbelly, do they have baked clams, do you think?
I don't know, but couldn't you eat that anyway?
I can
clams?
eat, for some reason, I can eat baked clams.
Oh,
I
they
don't
have
know. I don't-
Wu-Tang clams.
Yeah, I didn't have.
I don't know what that is. What does
It
that mean?
says with Portuguese sausage and Chinese wine.
Another standout dish are the carrots. I know you're thinking carrots.
Carrots,
really, I'm going to order
mushy
that.
carrots, huh?
They come in a chimichurri sauce with hazelnut, and they're grilled. And I was kind of like, okay, carrots. He's like, oh, people really like the carrots. Got the carrots. Love the carrots.
All right,
Really?
Yellowbelly, Euclid and what?
Lindell.
Euclid and Lindell. Yellowbelly, brand new place in town. Oleo City. Anything big with Oleo City we should know about?
We're just adding new restaurants. Follow us on Instagram. We're doing a lot with our Instagram page. So, like before the Yellowbelly write-up comes up,
Right.
there's a lot of great photos. My partner is an excellent food photographer, so there's a lot of good imagery around
Oleo
City on Instagram.
On Instagram, and then download the app, and you're good to go. Ellen Prinzi, founder of Oleo City, and probably one of the premier baseball scouts in all the world. Ellen Prinzi with us each and every Wednesday. Thanks for coming
Thanks.
in.